In a moment of supreme cowardice, Ted Cruz's campaign pulled an ad after they found out the actress in it had done softcore porn. Run it, Clive.
I voted for a guy who was a Tea Party hero on the campaign trail, and then he went to D.C. and played patty cake with Chuck Schumer and cut a deal on amnesty.
Does that make you angry?
Angry? Oh, it makes me feel dumb for trusting him.
Maybe you should vote for more than just a pretty face next time.
That's Amy Lindsay.
That's her.
She had starred in classics like Kinky Sex Club, Insatiable Obsession, and Sex Spa 2, which I hear not as good as Sex Spa 1. I never saw these pictures. I only watched Disney films while volunteering in soup kitchens for sick orphans. But get this, a reporter recognized her. His wife must be really proud. Apparently, the Daily Caller reporter Steve Guest has a long-standing hobby that involves thin plots and lots of Kleenex. Cruz's campaign defends pulling the ad, saying had they known about Amy's past, she wouldn't have been hired. Well, that's Christian. So here's a woman who turned her life around, if you consider doing campaign ads a step up from porn, which I don't, and you punish her. The message seems to be, if you're doing pornography now, don't bother stopping, because you're never going to get a second chance in life. You are damaged for good. Anyway, she did far worse than smut. She once starred in Star Trek Voyager, which is essentially soft porn for finger-sniffing dorks cloaked in a bedbug-ridden fart blanket. And compare what she does to present-day crud. Have you seen HBO Girls? It makes softcore pornography seem like the 700 Club. And really, who does Amy remind you of anyway? She was lost, and now she's found. She saw the light after living in darkness. She sounds like Donald Trump, doesn't she? Once to the left of Harry Reid, he's now a fire-breathing righty. He's your daddy. If we accept that he's capable of change, then why not Amy? Trump should hire her. Seriously. But if Cruz had any guts, he should laud Amy for changing her life. But he won't, not with the religious vote in play. But if you're Christian, you got to ask, what would Jesus do? After all, he did forgive prostitutes. But here, political ambition outweighs following your faith. Poor Amy. She's 2016's Mary Magdalene, and we just aren't that forgiving anymore. Thank you. All right. I want to go to the actor first, Joanne. No, I'm kidding. Stephen, one of the greatest actors ever. She was an actress. She was doing a role, and now she's being punished for actually doing something better than just a role.
Poor thing. I feel for her, and I also think it's a big mistake by the Cruz campaign, because I like Ted Cruz as a person, but he's I think he's got people working for him that are a little bit too high and mighty.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the right approach to this country and to this society. Firing or pulling an ad because the girl did some soft stuff.
Let's face it, you've done far worse.
I've done harder stuff.
Yeah, you've done a lot harder stuff. I saw those amateur videos you did in the 70s. I still own a few, by the way.
But I wore a mask.
Yeah, you I wore a mask when I watched it. Just to keep clean.
Rubber gloves.
Yes. Tucker, wouldn't a faithful Christian like yourself embrace this woman and proclaim it and make it a good thing?
Well, of course. By the way, I don't know if you were joking in the monologue. I agree with every single word of that. This woman is totally no, I don't know if it was ironic or not. This woman is totally sincere.
I was sincere.
Good for you, then. She's a Cruz fan, and if you're the candidate, and the rap against you is that you will do or say anything to win votes, that you're kind of hollow and craven, this doesn't help. Yeah. Actually, your reputation. By the way, it was my reporter who found this.
Yeah.
He heard about it from a friend of his.
Oh, okay.
He's not familiar with her work. That's what he told me.
So he's not the aficionado of softcore pornography.
That's what he claims.
Which is strange, because who watches softcore pornography right now?
People at Marriott.
Yeah, people at the Marriott. I thought the Marriott banned it. That's why I stopped going there. Yeah. Milo, don't you agree with me that this is a great opportunity for Donald Trump to hire this woman, as you like to call it, Daddy?
Daddy. Don't be a conservative. Call him Daddy.
Okay, all right. Don't you think he should do that? Is he missing an opportunity?
Well, I mean, the guy was born in Canada. He's a softcore American. What right has he got to talk to anybody about softcore anything? I mean, the guy's such a hypocrite. It's cruel, it's mean, and worse, it's slut-shaming.
Yeah,
it's slut-shaming.
Yes, it is.
This woman's trying to turn her life around. I agree completely. You know, there's really no problem with this. Is the American dream, isn't it?
It is.
You do what you can, you hustle, you make it. One day, you have the glittering vision of an appearance for 4.5 seconds in a Ted Cruz campaign video. and because you once smooched on script,
yes,
give me a break. I mean, Hollywood actresses have done worse things in blockbuster movies than this girl probably did in her videos. I find it appalling.
I'm not kidding. In Girls, which is HBO, the sex scenes are unbelievable. I watched them so many times, they disgust me. But you know what you're right? It is the American dream to do amateur porn and then turn your life around.
Yes.
Look at Kim Kardashian. Look at Paris Hilton. They all started with amateur porn. Kat, I want to go to you in the corner. You said earlier you had very strong feelings about this, but I don't know what kind of feelings they are because, frankly, I can't read you.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to take that as a compliment. But I am so sick of this unnecessary prudishness, okay? This is why young people don't want to vote for conservatives, because it's saying, like, only lame people allowed. They're actually saying that, oh, this happened because we didn't vet these people. What would that vetting process even look like? Like, oh, like, I see here that you did not save your first kiss for marriage, so you can't come. Or, like, just yesterday, you were seen with somebody who's reportedly on birth control, so I feel like you need to leave as soon as possible. Come on, get over it, get a life. This is pathetic, and I'm humiliated for everyone involved.
All right, well, you're used to being humiliated. Joanne, hopefully you will never have to enter the world of adult entertainment, but wouldn't you be happy to know that if you do, there might be a way out for you?
Of course. Definitely. I like options, Greg.
Yes, you do.
Cruz had to pull this. He had to. When you are endorsed by the head of the Family Research Council, you have to. But that's not a bad thing, because Amy is doing very well for herself.
That's true.
You will now have the career you always wanted. You weren't going to get it with a Cruz ad, but now you will, because you have all the exposure in the world.
She will get a much bigger contract from Vivid Entertainment. If you're laughing, you know what that is, and shame on you. Seriously, no one should know what Vivid Entertainment is.